We are in Santa Rosa, Texas, and I know I said a little while ago I was going to try and preserve my voice today, but we're going to have to talk a little bit for this thing. Santa Rosa, Texas is right along historic Route 66 in New Mexico, and we're going to visit something called the Blue Hole, which is this thing right here. Let's go take a look, and I'll tell you the story of this thing. Alright, this is the Blue Hole. Basically, this is something called an artesian well. And what an artesian well is it's a underground river, basically, that recharges the source of water from a higher level. So since the water is trapped in an underground river coming from probably some of the local hills over here, it creates water pressure. So if you puncture into an artesian well, water will actually squirt out. And as it turns out, the water flow coming out of this thing is about 3,000 gallons a minute. And because all the water is coming from deep in the ground, the water temperature itself stays at a consistent 61 degrees no matter what's happening, because all that water is coming out of the ground. And then ultimately it flows off in this river here. But this thing here apparently is a local attraction because people like to get up on the hill there and dive into this. And it's actually pretty safe to do it because it's actually 60 feet in diameter and 81 feet deep. There's a lot of people that dive to the bottom of this thing, and apparently it's quite a tourist attraction in the area. Now you need a permit to either dive off the rocks or actually do scuba diving to the bottom of this. But look at how beautiful and blue that water is. Now you know why they call it the Blue Hole, right? And I guess this platform here is for people that aren't quite ready to make the dive off the big platform there. Really cool, huh? Yeah, this is the main way in here. And like I said, people just get out on that platform and dive in. It's probably about 10 feet down to the water. Look at how beautiful that water is. I think I'm actually going to walk down to the stairs down there and stick my hand in there, because I know that's about as much as I want to put my body in there, because it's 62 out here today. But I won't usually go anywhere near my pool unless it's into the mid-70s. So this one's out of the question. Alright, so here I am down by the steps. Yeah, that's cold. It's not quite a polar bear challenge, but it's not something I want to go in either. Like I said, the kind of cool thing is because this is all being supplied by an underground river, the water remains a constant temperature of 61 degrees. So even in the winter, I guess, it's 61 degrees coming out. In the summer, it's 61 degrees coming out. It's just one of these funny little artifacts in geology. And you know how much I love geological things. And there's where that 3,000 gallons of water is coming out of the artesian well and discharging into this river. Look at how clear that water is. It's beautiful, isn't it? This would be a pretty nice place to come on a hot summer day, but like I said, it's not that today, so I ain't going anywhere near this thing. But so I think what I'm going to do next, since I'm on historic Route 66, is I'm going to go find some dinner. It's still about mid-afternoon. I'm already checked into my hotel, and so we're going to get something good to eat, and that will probably finish off this vlog. Definitely tune in tomorrow, and we'll pick this up, and we're going to go on to our next destination. Looks like they got a little stage over here. I guess they probably have little impromptu concerts or something. Kind of a good way to make use of the space. So I found a place in town called Diego's Pizzeria, and actually pizza sounds really good tonight, so I think I'm going to go do that. This is a little Mexican food place I'd considered looking at too, but pizza won out this time. Don't meth with Santa Rosa. It's either a anti-drug message or a quote from Mike Tyson. So I went over to the pizza place, and I gotta admit, it kind of looked like a dive. Didn't seem like there was anybody there. The place appeared abandoned. It was all covered with graffiti, so I decided against it and just kind of went down the road, and I found this place, and this place looks pretty decent, so let's check this out and see if this is good. At least there's people here, right? And it's a historical landmark. Alright, so when I found out they had some local microbrews from New Mexico, I said, okay, I'm going to try that. So this is one of the local brews. I'm going to see if it's any good. I also ordered enchiladas. Apparently it's their #1 dish, so let's see how it is. Okay, it's arrived already, and man, that looks fantastic. Look at the smoke coming off that thing. Alright, you can't have a Route 66 store without a healthy gift shop, so let's kind of wander around here, see what they got. John Wayne. They got dinosaurs. Look at those really colorful purses. Those are kind of cool, aren't they? I mean, I'm not really a purse man, but, you know, you get the idea. Some nice blankets. Kind of cool, huh? Gotta talk a little bit to talk over the music so I don't get a copyright hit, because I'm sure I can still get it on Spanish language music. I'm sure they still have copyrights in Mexico, right? Yeah, if you've never heard about the Navajo Code Talkers, you gotta check that out. Google that sometime. That's a fascinating story. Not your typical gift shop, but some kind of good stuff here. Alright, so I gotta admit the food was actually pretty good. One of the things that really kind of amazed me about that place was how quickly the food got served. I ordered it, and I probably had it on the table in 4 minutes. It was insane. I've never seen service that quick at a sit-down restaurant. Also, as I mentioned in the restaurant, I saw they had some kind of local microbrews from New Mexico, and I'm always intrigued by that. And whenever I see a local microbrew that has an IPA, I have to try that. And I tried something called a Marble IPA, and it was actually pretty tasty. It's a good hoppy beer. I like a hoppy beer, good flavor, and definitely would recommend that one again. So anyway, definitely a heads up for that restaurant. Good place, and I think that's all that I have for today. Tune in tomorrow, and we're going to work our way over to Flagstaff. Now, I found out that my niece lives in Flagstaff and goes to University of North Arizona. And so I may actually stop by tomorrow and see her at work. I'm going to try and see if I can connect up with her and work something out. And who knows, maybe you'll get to meet my niece tomorrow. So anyway, tune in next time, and thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.